Rap videos shown to a jury in a murder trial have resulted in the state Supreme Court overturning the conviction.
The trial played out in 2013. Barton Dieters covered it from inside the courtroom. He's in studio tonight with the surprising turn of events. Barton.
Lindsay and Brian, it's rare for a case to be overturned in its totality, but the justices on the Michigan Supreme Court say rap videos shown to a jury crossed the line and unfairly tainted a jury. Now a formerly convicted murderer will be facing trial again. Dreco Martin, a 30-year-old father, died after being shot multiple times at a birthday party near Eastern and 33rd Street on March 16, 2013. The shooter was 18-year-old Jamal Bennett, who claimed he shot Martin because the victim was assaulting his friend. But former Kent County prosecutor Joshua Kuiper convinced a jury in 2015 that Bennett was guilty of second-degree murder because Martin posed no immediate threat to him. Prosecution also used rap videos, including this one, to show the jury that Bennett was involved in gangs and shot the victim as part of that lifestyle.
I'll shoot him with every bullet loaded in the gun.
Bennett, now 25, is 7 years into a 32 to 102-year prison sentence. But today, the state Supreme Court sided with an appellate attorney that the rap videos were prejudicial. Juries are supposed to convict only on the evidence of the specific crime and not on whether or not they think the defendant is a bad person.
The videos were played again and emphasized in closing. So overall, I think the jury saw those videos about 5 times.
We're not challenging the Court of Appeals decision that this evidence shouldn't have been admitted, right? We're just arguing that this evidence was harmless in light of the other untainted evidence here.
The justices asked the prosecution what was the purpose of the video shown throughout the trial, if not to convince the jury that the defendant was a gang member predisposed to commit violence.
Look at how the lifestyle depicted here. Look at the conduct we're alleging. This is the kind of things people that make rap videos do, right?
Now the ball is in the Kent County Prosecutor's Court.
At this point in time, we do plan to retry this case. We're trying to reach out to the family.
At some point, Bennett will be returned to the Kent County Jail to await his next trial. That could be several months down the road as the prosecution rebuilds its case.
I think it was a portion. Obviously, we're not going to use that portion at this point in time, but it by no means is a critical portion that we're kind of scratching our heads as to what to do. I think we'll be able to proceed.
Bennett will not be released from prison in part because he's still serving an 8 to 20-year sentence for perjury for lying in this case remains in effect. Now, I talked to the family of the victim, who was a father of 4. They say they're not looking forward to having to relive this prosecution. In studio, Barton Dieters, News 8.